right where I left it. So this has been sitting outside for about a month and a half, maybe closer to 2 months now. And I finally worked up the courage to clean it, because it was a rotting sea urchin. So, first of all, there are a few observations. It's shrunk. Like a lot. It's shrunk a lot. Before I left it out here, the teeth were recessed into it. And now that they're poking out the bottom, I don't know if that means it's maybe cracked it. It's also a lot drier. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to give this a shot and see what happens. So, to attempt to clean this shrunken, dried out sea urchin that I now have, already you can see some of the spikes are falling off of it, something that would not have happened when I got it from the beach a month and a half ago. I will be using this wooden skewer. It's like for baking, you like put it in a cake to see if it's done, just to like clean out any of the bits on the inside. And I will try to keep this very light. Just think of it like cleaning out a pumpkin for Halloween. Also got myself an old toothbrush just so I can like brush away the spikes off of it. I think it'll be okay now that the spikes are so brittle. I will be wearing gloves while doing this, just in case, as well as a face mask just in case. I don't believe it's necessary, but at the same time, we're going to be extra careful. Okay, mask on, gloves on. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me just say that first and foremost. Hold on. There we go. Let's move that paper a bit closer. So, I don't know. Some people say the first thing you should do is push the teeth inwards because they can't come outwards. They got plates on the other side that are larger than what you can see. I mean, but first things first, all of these spikes are just absolutely falling off. I might just remove them first. I think it's just as easy as pulling them off. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to do this for a few minutes. What happens if I try to brush off the spikes? I mean, yeah, sort of works. So yeah, some of the spikes did not get off totally perfectly. Anyway. Wow, doesn't this look cool underneath? Oh my goodness, I'm finally seeing it for the first time, really. So for this, it needs to go inwards. I'm just going to try to use the base of my toothbrush to push it inwards without breaking it. Whoa! Wow, okay, to me, when I pushed that in, it was very, abrupt, and I thought I broke the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, wow, look at that. These are the sea urchin's teeth. I've only got about half of them right here. Probably not going to keep the teeth. It's very tempting to. I just don't know, is that an organic casing that they're in? I'm not sure. I might just put them to the side and think about it. Wow, that was very, very exciting. That was very implosive. Also, it doesn't look that bad in there. It doesn't look too fleshy either. I can't smell it, mostly because I got the mask on, and mostly because it's cold and dried out now, so there's nothing really to smell. Oh, yeah, there's another tooth just there. I think there's another few in there, but it's not out yet. There we go. There's the other tooth. I don't know. Was there 5 teeth to begin with? There's 5 over here now. That's super interesting, guys. In the nonest, creepiest way, that is super interesting. All right. Wow. Also, there can be a hole in the top here as well. Yeah, I think I can kind of see light coming through there. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. It is very desiccated on the inside, which is good. I don't want it to be moist and wet and just gross and rotty and stuff. This is a lot less bad than I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought it was going to be way worse than this. Oh, I'm glad I kind of left it for ages in in the cool winter dry area. Also, these 2 spikes are not coming off very well. Here's one. I'm using too much force on it. I'm very worried about using too much force and cracking the shell. Wow, that shell is looking so nice. Look at that. That is so cool, right? Also, yeah, that's the top of it. I might just push those spikes away. Yeah, the spikes aren't part of the shell. I'm keeping the shell intact though, but just removing the spikes. Interesting. So that's pretty much the whole shell right here. It looks kind of crushed up leaves on the inside. That is not bad. I also can't really smell anything too, so that's even better. That is not bad at all. They say not to bleach sea urchins, but I think I might try to bleach it for like, I don't know. I think I'll put it in bleach for half an hour and use like 4 parts water, 1 part bleach. So it'll be like a 4-to-1 ratio. And just do it for very, very quickly, because these things are very thin. It will become very brittle if you leave it in bleach for too long. So I'm just going to do a very quick dip, and hopefully that'll remove all the extra bits of tissue around these nice nodules here. Maybe help me to remove that last one there as well. Also, that's the mess. Oh my god, that's all going into the bin. Okay, quick update. I did use a pair of tweezers to get off some of the fleshy bits around these little pimply things around it. I don't know the proper term. Yeah, it looks much better. I think I just damaged one right there when I was pulling off the spikes initially. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, the bleach, I'm going to go straight to bleach instead of washing out in the middle. The concern with bleach is that it will make this extremely, extremely fragile, even for a little bit of time. But looking at all these like leftover bits of flesh on the outside, seeing how black it is on the inside in the sunlight, I mean, I don't think there's any way that I would be happy leaving it unbleached. It just needs to be done. So after it dries out from bleaching, and while being very careful with it after it dries out, I will maybe get like half water and half of that like clear PVC glue, that glue that dries clear, and just kind of like paint it on the outside very thinly and paint it on the inside as well, just to like re-strengthen the shell. I'm also going to throw in these 5 teeth into the bleach solution as well to see what happens, you know, for science. Anyway, that's the game plan, so I guess all that's left to do is to do it. I've got myself 75 mils of water right here. Just going to plop that right in there. Hopefully that's enough. I'm worried now. And then I'll get my thing of bleach and put about 25 mils of bleach in here. Dump that in as well. There we go. So that's 3 parts water, 1 part bleach in the end. Anyway, I don't know which way I want this to go down. Maybe with the teeth side facing up so it gets like into the crevices in there. There's like little like brackets where the teeth held onto. So I'll pop that in, and then I'll get the teeth to put in as well. Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay, there we go. Oh, is there going to be enough room for the teeth? There we go. We'll leave this in for about half an hour to see what changes it does. It looks like an alien egg sac, right? My goodness. I walk away for about 30 seconds to grab those teeth, and wow, you can really see it lightening right before our eyes. Keep organized. All right, we got the 5 teeth in my hand as well. 1, 2, 3. It's fizzing, so it's doing something. 4, 5. Here we go. It looks like there's not much space in there, but that's because of the water. There's actually like quite a bit of space. Wow, it already looks heaps cleaner, like whiter. There we go. Wow, it looks so much better already, so much whiter. That stripe of color looks more prominent as well. My goodness. Yeah, there we go. Very, very cool. Very, very interesting. Alrighty, yeah, this might not even need half an hour. This might even need less time. Wow. Okay, guys, so it's been less than 5 minutes. I think it's nearly done. Like, already. There's hardly any flesh around those little pimples or nodules or whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to wait until like another 5 minutes before they all get off. The teeth have really come apart. Like, really, really come apart from, like... There's like the tooth is like a long skinny bit, and then there's like little casings around it. They've completely separated and damaged or fallen apart. Very interesting little experiment that was. My goodness. So yeah, definitely looks like it's nearly done. Guys, it looks so much better than before. Like, look at how nice and white that is, and the nice highlighting contrast of those like purpley pink stripes on it. Oh my goodness. It just needed to have this bleach bath, in my opinion. Like, for all the cons that there are for it, oh my god, it just looks so much cooler like this. Yes, give Ninja a pat while we wait for the bleach to work. You're such a good girl, Pod. You don't like the camera, do you? Bye, Ninja. Okay, so all up, it has been just under 15 minutes total in this 3-to-1 bleach solution. I do see a little bit of yellow flesh still sticking onto some of the little dimples, pimples, whatever you want to call it, but It's only a little bit, and it's only on some of them. I think I can pick it off later if I want to. I really think that this is done right now. It is changed dramatically in such a short amount of time. So that is going, I'm just going to put it all into the bucket of water. There we go. Washing it out. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Still in one piece. And I think I will keep the long slivers, the 5 long slivers, which are the actual sea urchin teeth. They're very cool. The actual housing parts I might not keep. Anyway, I'll bring it out in just a second. I don't want to get the water in my glove. This one. There we go. Wow. Yep, so it lost one little spot of that extra, like, oh yeah, all that's gonna like fall away. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do it. Just do it, Maddie. Just get rid of it. There we go. While it's still wet and moist, so it's easier without being too brittle. There we go. Just knock that away. Wash that out. I think that's what I should have done to begin with. Oh well, I'll get those tweezers again and do it. There we go. Yeah. So this is what the you couldn't really see it before because it was so black on the inside. Those like little sharp M or W shaped points are where the actual teeth hung on to. It's still a bit black in there. Ooh, I missed some flesh. So that's what the bleach solution was still doing in there. I might have to pick that out now, or spray it out. I just didn't want to leave it in there for too long. Oh yeah, now those bits are coming out. There we go. Very, very cool. What an absolutely massive transformation for the sea urchin. Like, it is white now. It is white and red. How absolutely cool with like, well, no, it's actually more like a purple. It looks like red on the camera, but it's like purple in real life. My goodness, I love this. That is so, so cool. I decided to put it in once again, this time with 5 parts water and 1 part bleach, just to get rid of the last of those stubborn bits of flesh, the last of that black discoloration on the inside. It's been a few minutes now, and I think that's just about enough to get it over the finish line. It's been a few more minutes. Like, it doesn't look black on the inside of the sea urchin anymore. It doesn't really look like there's any flesh except for like the tiniest speck left on some of those dimples. So it's done, guys. For real this time, it is 110% done. Wow, that's super cool. My lovely white and purple sea urchin. There we go. Grab him up. There we...
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I made a mistake, everyone! Oh, I shouldn't have been greedy for the second dip. Oh, no. I was trying to be gentle. It was sinking so, and then I put my finger on it and, let's put a pin in this right here. And I'll get some super glue later. Well, it's not perfect. I glued it together here and you can see a slight gap. The super glue hardened way, way quicker than I could adjust it. Anyway, I'm very happy with it. Despite everything, it is all in one piece and it is absolutely beautiful. I am just over the moon with this. This is just, it's so nice. Also, the reason why it's wet is because I've put a layer of PVA glue and water over it, over the inside and the outside, which will hopefully give it a bit of strength while keeping it looking nice. So, yeah, once that dries, it's going into my cabinet. Also, I did decide to keep all of the components of the teeth because they're really interesting. Even like disassembled, the middle part of the teeth, the outer casing, and these little like dual things that kept them together on either side. I'm not really sure how it all works. I'm not a sea urchin scientist. Still, that'll go into the little jar. Won't be morbid whatsoever. Let's not think about that. It's interesting and scientific. It's not weird and creepy. And I guess that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.